Over the years, I have been lucky enough to step into the Today Show kitchen and watch the best chefs from around the world teach us some incredible recipes. We had made that pesto, which was, oh, exactly. You know, I almost got out of this one clean.
Turn it down.
Oh my gosh, I had one job, none of which I mastered because I didn't know the first thing about how to cook. But those days are behind me for good, and I'm finding some confidence in the kitchen. Now, my friend and all-around superstar Drew Barrymore and her chef BFF Pilar Valdes are going to teach me a few weeknight favorites. We're going to be making a watermelon salad with pistachio duca and shrimp scampi with bucatini, both from their cookbook, Rebel Homemaker. I am so excited to be cooking with these ladies today, so let's get started. Drew and Pilar, I need to know everything you know.
Well, I know that I love you.
I know that I love you.
She really does, and we're so excited to be here.
What's the plan, Pilar?
So today's plan, we're gonna cut the watermelon, pickle the rind, prepare the duca, assemble the salad, cook the shrimp and pasta, make the pan sauce, plate, and serve. So first up, for our watermelon salad, we're gonna break down the watermelons.
I do love a good piercing, but now, of course, I'm stuck.
Good.
Wow, this
Boom.
Savannah, you're doing great over there.
Oh,
It's not a competition.
look at the difference between our two hands.
Look at your melons. Oh my gosh.
Put the other half
That's what I was
aside.
thinking. Why are we so juvenile?
I don't know, but
When
that's
are we
why
going to
we're
turn
such
14?
good friends.
I know.
I
Okay.
see how this episode
Yes.
is gonna
Oh,
go.
yeah.
You're gonna lob off the top of it. We're gonna just take off the dark green.
Mine doesn't look anything like yours
So
does,
what
Pilar.
happened with yours, Drew, is that you didn't, you took off, you were overachieving. You took off the skin and the rind. But our first step was just to do the skin. So Savannah, you can continue on what you were doing, and now we're just taking off the rind. So exactly the same kind of sawing and shaving motion downwards.
Okay.
And
Now,
you're
are we
taking it
keeping
off.
this rind?
We are, because that's what we're going to pickle, actually. So you're going to take your watermelon, and you could cube this, but for this salad, I actually like to cut it in irregular shapes.
I feel good about this part.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
So you're going to take your
Yes.
rind, basically, and we're going to dice it.
Okay.
You're going to flip it over so it has, Savannah, I can see the claw coming out, which is really good.
I'm trying to learn.
You want to tuck in those
I like
digits.
to cut like this.
I do too. I like to lop off.
And this would be a
Thickness.
dicing,
This
not
is
a
dice.
mince.
Nope. Because
What's
it's
the
pretty
difference
chunky.
between dicing and mincing?
Size.
Absolutely. Size matters. I'm going to take a sip on that.
What are we drinking?
This is so good, by the
It
way.
is so
What
good.
is it?
It's a mocktail. It's a version of a Pimm's. It's based on a Pimm's cup, which is usually with gin. But this one is without.
By the way, you would never know there wasn't alcohol in
Oh
here.
my gosh.
Drew
What is that?
loves-
Very gingery, right?
Yeah, so there's ginger beer, and Drew, I know you love tea, so it's a combination of black and rooibos.
Okay, that's a very unique flavor.
Yep.
Okay.
So good.
All right, so wait, what do we
All
do
right.
now?
Pickling anything is a flavor profile that I really love.
Oh, me too.
It is basically equal parts water and apple cider vinegar.
So
Savannah, so you're gonna
3/4
add
cup
that.
water.
3/4 cup water, 3/4 cup apple cider vinegar.
Got it.
And then
1
you can actually,
tablespoon honey.
and then one, exactly. Ooh,
I like
the honey
equal
bear.
parts a lot.
Yeah.
It's just such a easy brain.
Yeah. Ratio to remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's add in the salt.
What, are you sprinkling it on purpose? Or are you just trying?
No, I am, because I don't like the dump. It's
Yeah.
like, then you have to work harder to get the solubility. If you shake it in, I feel like it's just a better
That's
method.
actually a very good pro tip.
And
All
then,
right.
Drew, I'm going to have you add in the fennel seed, which is on
half
top.
teaspoon.
Half
fennel seed,
teaspoon of fennel
please,
seed.
honey.
Lovely.
Sprinkle on in. All right, you got crazy. Half
usually
teaspoon coriander.
There you
seed.
go.
I'm
And we're gonna do half a teaspoon of the cumin. And then the last thing is half a teaspoon of the pink peppercorn.
I love pink peppercorn, and I especially love it on green dishes.
Oh.
Savannah, have you had pink peppercorns
No, I have
before?
not.
So they're really, and you can actually take a little bite, and they're like very fruity and floral.
Oh, yeah, but
they're not
peppery.
super, a little peppery, but not as pungent as a
Yeah.
blossom. It's gonna basically come up to a little bit of a simmer.
Okay.
And as long as the honey and the salt is completely dissolved, then you can pull it off. Drew, you're gonna carefully pour it into our 1 cup
She
of
knows
water.
me too
that
well.
time.
She's like, you know that graceful ginger side of yourself
Yes.
that you don't have? Try to tap
You're
into
just
it.
pouring it right over.
Yep.
Then what happens?
After 30 minutes, this is going to be good to go.
Like so
Freshness.
easy.
Super easy.
That's pickling.
That's pickling.
Boom.
Now we're moving on to the pistachio dukkha component of our salad.
Okay.
Dukkha is an Egyptian condiment. It's usually a blend of like nuts and seeds and spices. You should have some coriander seed. 2 teaspoons of coriander seed.
Okay. Is this the cumin?
That's cumin.
Okay. Ooh, I'm
Absolutely.
going off.
Oh.
Going wrong. Okay, then it says
She's
one,
rogue.
1/4 cup sesame seeds.
Hold on the sesame seeds, actually, Savannah. So you're going to toast that.
Let me
first.
turn it up. How high should it be?
Let's do medium.
Okay. Okay, and it's an empty plate. There's no oil or anything.
No, absolutely
Okay.
not. You want it in a
They
dry
have
skillet.
oils on them, right?
Yes, they do. So they're starting to release it, and you just have to shake it occasionally, not constantly.
Okay.
And you're going to notice a change in color. They're going to start to get a little darker, but really what you're looking for, Savannah, is the smell.
Okay.
It's going to start to like release this like toasty smell. You're going to smell the coriander. It's going to be very floral.
It's starting. Can you smell it?
Let's give that a shake, actually.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I can. Ooh, I like it.
And on the average, would you say about 2 minutes, Pilar?
About 2 minutes. Yeah. Take it off because
Okay.
I can see a little bit of heat. Let's turn off the pan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now what?
And you're going to divide actually the spices between your and Drew's mortar and pestle.
Halvesy.
What I like to do when I have spices is that instead of go in and like bash immediately, I kind of like to muddle, so a circular motion, and that helps it break down because if you go in and you're bashing, it's going to like firework spices
Okay, so I'm like
everywhere.
just kind of
So,
stirring.
yep.
Could I start smashing
Yes,
now?
I think so. And you can apply a little more pressure too, Savannah.
Am I trying to get this to like a very fine grain?
Pretty fine. So with the dukkha, we want a little bit of a play on texture, so you'll have fully ground pieces and then some pieces that are just more broken up.
I'm happy with where mine is at.
How do you like
mine?
mine? What do you think?
Beautiful. Lovely.
Okay.
That's
Good.
Yeah,
That's
and I
nice.
think you guys can both pop your spices, Savannah and Drew, into that bowl.
Okay. Into one bowl.
Into one bowl.
Yeah, yours is nicer.
And that's really nice because then you guys have a texture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Play on
I
texture.
went hard, you went soft.
Well,
So now we're going to toast the sesame seed.
okay, we need 1/4 cup sesame seed. So just let it go in there?
Unlike, you can shake it a little. You can use the spatula. Yeah.
All right.
Sesame seeds, as soon as they start to change color, you want to take them off the heat. So keep stirring that, Savannah. They're going to go golden really, really quickly. I can smell them, so I think we're almost there.
Okay.
And you definitely don't want to burn them.
No. Burning bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burning bad. While Savannah is toasting the sesame seeds, Drew, I'm going to have you add in our salt, our flaky sea
Is
salt.
this a Maldon?
Beautiful.
It's a tablespoon into that bowl where your spices are.
I love a Maldon.
I do too.
It's so different
I
than
put
other
it on
salts.
top of my chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
I
Nice.
didn't know. I had a little baking skill.
And then, Drew, you're going to do, those are hemp hearts or hemp seeds, 2 tablespoons. And
Hemp seeds.
Savannah, yes, they're really great forms of protein and fiber and vitamins, actually. And again, it's like we're playing a lot with textures.
Yeah.
So that's a really lovely addition. Your favorite, Drew, half a teaspoon. I would say, Savannah, maybe 30 more seconds on that, and then we're going to be good. Of pink peppercorn and just a smidge of black pepper.
Okay. Smidge. That's more
That's
than a
plenty.
smidge.
That's definitely more than a smidge.
Wow, you have a hot.
I love
Spicy
pepper.
tongue.
Everything could be coated and rubbed in pepper.
All right, do you think we're good on these seeds?
Let me see. I feel like they're almost there,
Okay.
right? They're almost turning golden.
But we need music.
All right, I
Okay.
think that looks really good, Savannah. So let's turn off the heat.
Dump them in.
Dump it in. And now we have the pistachios.
I can just kind of like
Absolutely,
do this like
Savannah,
Julia
I
Child
like
style.
you. That's great. You're kind of rocking back and forth.
Am I making you proud, Pilar?
You are making me so proud.
This second.
I'm actually going to stop you guys right there because I really like the 2 textures that we're playing with. Savannah's on like a finer, and then Drew's is on a rough. So
think we've established
this
a
is
pattern.
a really good combo. We're going to scoop all those nuts into this bowl.
Scooping the nuts.
Yeah.
Pretty colors too.
Really, really pretty. Yeah. And Drew, you're going to give it a good mix.
No pistachio left behind there.
No pistachio left behind, please.
Okay, that looks amazing.
Yeah. And I'm busting out something here that I was told. It's a gold box Savannah's tasting spoons.
You have special spoons.
They're just special because you're supposed to taste your food. Did you know that? I didn't, and now I do. So just take a little.
Take a little, and then we can sort of play from there. So it's gonna have that floral from.
I
yes,
like it. I wouldn't
yes.
change one thing, would you?
It has enough
Perfect.
salt, enough pepper.
It really does.
All right, success, ladies.
The love story continues.
We made dukkha. We're gonna assemble the salad, but when we're plating it, it's gonna be a little bit of a friendly competition.
Ooh.
And then
Let's go.
you guys got this. All right,
Okay.
so in your little jar is a simple lemon vinaigrette. It's
Okay.
just lemon, olive oil, salt, and pepper.
Okay.
And it's separated a little, so just give them a little shake.
It emulsifies it, which is
There you
ever
go,
so
Drew.
important. If anyone's doing an oil and vinegar salad, emulsify it first. It'll taste 50 times better.
Drop in your knowledge. All right, so in your bowl, you have a little bit of arugula. I like to coat a little bit of the bowl. I know, it sounds crazy, right, Savannah?
But I'm not going to
able
use all of that.
No, you don't have to, and you dress to taste. But when you coat the side of the bowl, you're basically not dumping it on the leaves. And then now we can start building.
Okay.
So a little arugula on the plate. Remember, we're making something beautiful.
Okay.
Arugula on the plate.
This is where the competition.
Yes.
Okay, so
And
what's our
then-
next one?
Your watermelon slices, you're gonna dip it in the dukkha.
Oh, dip it in the dukkha.
And however you want to dip it is up to you. And you're gonna lay it on
you,
the plate.
you dukkha you.
So there you go. So you're just dipping those watermelon slices. And I like to leave a bit of it without the dukkha just so that it has that freshness, and then you'll get the pop.
Oh, so
with the
some
crunch.
dukkha and some don't. But I mean, I'm actually
I
asking.
feel like there should be like late night comedy.
I know. Just cheesy like Rodney Dangerfield.
That's right. The best.
Okay.
Here, there's no rules.
Okay.
Don't forget to finish also with your pickled watermelon rind. You can scatter it around.
How can I win? What if I make like a tower?
I know.
You can
it's
totally
either
make a
I've been
tower.
Thinking of tower.
Little
the
like
whole time.
Jenga. And
Okay.
then you can finish with a little bit of Maldon salt also, which
Okay.
just like brings all those flavors together.
I learned from.
Little Salt Bay Maldon salt.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know. Shall we
Oh,
Vogue for the camera?
yes, Leslie. I think we know whose is best. It's yours. This looks very pretty.
Really?
It really does. I like your little tower.
I feel like they're both pretty. They,
I also feel like these are three
Very
extremely
different.
different approaches. You went like
Just put it on the plate.
no, actually, I feel like yours has like a
Lanes,
strategic
right?
pattern.
Yeah.
No, it does.
And yours is sort of abundant, and mine is amount.
I love it.
all right. Shall we walk?
Yeah.
Cheers,
Let's put it down.
guys. We're doing one of Drew's favorite recipes.
Scampi.
Scampi.
Scampi. Who's gonna devein and have their way with those shrimp?
Well, they actually are already peeled and deveined, although Drew is killer deveining them.
All right, we've got the water boiling.
We've got the water boiling.
Did we salt it like the sea?
I love that. Say it again, Savannah.
Salt it like the sea.
Thank you. So, Drew, what I'm going to have you do actually is season the shrimp. So that's actually baking soda. And so we're going to do just a quarter teaspoon, Drew, and you're going to sprinkle it all over the shrimp. And the reason why we do baking soda, I love it, is that it basically helps the
doubt.
shrimp brown and get this really beautiful color. And
okay.
then we're going to do salt and pepper on your shrimp.
I feel like you should be doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Season it with salt, and then we'll give it a good toss.
I love a little flour, a
Look
little
at I
egg
learned.
wash.
I'm
There you
shimmying
go.
my salt.
No
not
dumping
dumping.
over here.
No, not anymore. I'll never dump again.
So we're gonna let the shrimp that has salt and pepper and baking soda sit for about like 5 or 10 minutes. And meanwhile, we are going to attack our garlic.
Okay.
So today we're gonna slice the garlic fine. We don't wanna crush it because that's just gonna burn in our sauce. So what I like to do is just take the tip off. There's a little bit of brownness. You're gonna spin it, we're gonna cut it lengthwise. not
Okay.
cross. If you have some olive oil, we're gonna do 3 tablespoons. Happy to eyeball it. There's also a measure if you'd like, but
Well,
I feel like-
I've been encouraged to eyeball,
I
so I'm
think
going
you
to
should
try.
eyeball.
I think this is 1 tablespoon.
I think that's good.
2,
Yeah.
3.
Beautiful.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of?
That's really, really great. And then you're just gonna rock it.
Our baby's all grossed up.
She's eyeballing.
I eyeballed. Okay.
Okay. And what you're gonna do, Savannah, is add the garlic.
Put it right in there.
Yeah.
You don't want too high of a heat and to end up like me, who burns their garlic.
And
Okay.
Drew, you're gonna add the red pepper flakes.
Okay. And having enough oil helps you not burn the garlic.
Okay.
How many?
Half a teaspoon, so just that measure. And if you want things spicier, you can go more.
You
know,
know she
again,
does. Miss Spicy over
She
here.
likes.
It's gonna start to change color. It's gonna go kind of translucent
Translucent.
and sticky.
I have
feel
it
like
in-
you can start pulling.
Okay. You do this.
So we were just infusing the olive oil basically
smells
with
good.
that garlic and pepper flavor.
Okay. Okay, so what? Throw this in?
You're gonna throw it in, and then you're gonna give it a good stir. And we're using bucatini, which is basically like a thicker spaghetti with a hole in it.
Okay.
But you could use any sort of long shape of pasta, and you're gonna cook that pasta until just al dente because
Okay.
we're gonna finish it off in the sauce.
Okay.
But you're gonna lay the shrimp down in a single layer,
Okay.
and you're not gonna stir it. You're gonna shake it,
Lay it down.
occasionally. Lay it down. Yeah. Actually, will you hold, Savannah?
You don't think it's hot enough?
Yeah. So,
Stand back.
Hard
How are you?
for me
What are
to
you
see
looking
over
at to
there.
know if it's
so
hot
you
enough?
want a little bit of ripple. You do not want smoke. We're not
Okay,
like trying
no.
And no bubble.
to. Like, let me.
You want that sizzle and you're not
Oh
getting
yeah, I'm definitely wanting. I can see it a little bit here. Let me. Can I borrow that? There you go. Here you go. There you go. There you go.
Oh.
So let's start.
Yeah,
Here you
interesting.
go.
I stepped away. Everything started functioning.
Meanwhile, my arm is going to fall off. Holding these.
Oh
heavy
yeah,
shrimp.
that, you know what? I hear what you're talking about
Yeah.
now, Pilar.
Yeah.
There's a
I
definite
get it. That's
sizzle.
why she wanted to hear this.
No wonder.
Yeah.
All right.
People always talk about cooking, like smell and what you can see. I'm always like, I can hear my water boiling. I can hear it sizzling. Like
I like that. She brought in the strongest sense of them all.
Exactly.
the color will start to tell you when it's cooked. It starts to get pink.
Its
and
tails
these
are
shrimp-
already pink.
Yep.
Do I need to flip them over ever?
Not
You know
yet.
what? I think it's a little too early, but let's peek at one, and basically the color will have changed, and it's going to have a little bit of ooh, okay.
That was
so
good to me.
a little more.
Okay.
And you can give the pan a little bit of a light shake, but we're not.
You don't mess with
We're
it.
not
Don't
stirring.
jostle
Yeah.
them.
So Savannah, when you flip them, you're going to kind of move them to a different.
Okay. They're going to go in
Different spot. There
moving
you
to different
go.
neighborhood.
Yeah, because it does, some stoves will have
Shrimp
heat
zip
spots.
code
I know.
change.
I'm going to have you add 2 tablespoons of that butter. So that's 1, 2. Beautiful. Just into that pan.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Right. The reason why we put just the 2 pats of butter right now is that you're basically starting to build that flavor. You touch it with your finger right now. You see
Pretty
how firm
firm,
it is?
yes. Is that a good thing?
That is a really good thing.
Okay.
So we're almost there. So we're just going to rescue the shrimp.
Take them out?
Take them out, leave the butter in and cook in.
Okay.
And
Oh,
they're basically like
That's it.
almost done. We're gonna finish them off with the pasta and the sauce. Drew, will you actually, speaking of pasta,
Stir.
I've forgotten. Please stir it.
Test
and
it.
then maybe just try and, no, very far.
Nowhere near.
All right.
Hard as a rock.
Al dente.
Stiff as a board. This is like, it's going to
Pencils?
That's great. To
No, that's, oh yeah.
So in this little carafe here, we have white wine.
Wine. Okay. Dump it in.
Dump it in, and then you're gonna take your wooden spoon.
deglaze.
Deglaze. What is deglazing, Savannah?
Scraping the nasty bits off the bottom.
yummy
yes, I know, the flavor bits.
Yes, absolutely.
I did learn a deglazing.
I love that. All right, you're gonna do not all that butter. Actually, you're gonna do 4 more tablespoons, basically.
1,
Yeah.
2.
Oh, look at you eyeballing it.
Yes.
It's impressive.
4.
All right, and that goes into the pan.
Look at
Yeah.
this is
Hey,
right
double
here.
duty.
This is graduate school.
We're gonna dump in the cooked garlic, all that oil, and the chili. We're gonna let this go. I want you guys to taste it. Where it is, there's Savannah's golden
the golden
box.
spoon.
That you
So
have-
there's no lemon yet.
It tastes lemony to me now.
Really? Oh, from the white wine, right?
Oh.
And that's gonna reduce and cook
Oh
down.
my
What do
God,
you think?
it's incredible!
I'm actually just gonna come in.
What's
And-
this, lemon juice?
So it's 2 tablespoons. We're not going to do all of it because I want to do kind of to taste. So let's start there, I think.
What do you think over there?
Is that done?
No, not done.
Still not done.
Well, actually, I'd like Pilar to test this because
Happy to.
noodles keep cooking.
Yeah, and we're
And-
going to finish it off in the sauce as well.
So
This
maybe it's
might
something.
actually be
Pretty
almost
good.
there. Still 1 more minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
almost there.
Should I turn it down
So
more?
close.
Let's turn
It's
that
really
down.
going crazy
Yeah.
here.
How's that sounding now, Pilar?
Yeah. Now we got
That's
it on.
the sound I want. I like to pick herbs too for like
Yeah.
salads, but
Oh.
for something like this, I'm like, no, that's totally fine.
Okay.
So you want to get it again.
What'd you
like,
do? Did you cut off
comfortable.
the stems?
I put the stems underneath, so I cut them, cut the stems,
See, by the way, I'm
Oh,
grabbing this
like this?
before
Yeah.
I forget,
and
everybody,
then tuck
just so
them
you
underneath.
see it.
Basically.
Oh, she's saving her pasta water.
Always
I like
save
your
a
Today's
little
Show
pasta
theme.
water.
Okay, and then I put the stems under.
So yeah, I know
Yes.
it's uncomfortable, but
Yes.
just like you can
Okay.
go slow, and you're gonna do a rough
Because
chop.
it's ready.
Okay. Drew reports that the pasta's
All
ready.
right.
Okay.
And Savannah, you're gonna start putting that pasta in. And it's totally fine that it has the liquid
Yeah, I
because
wondered.
that's just gonna make a nicer emulsified sauce.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful that
Oh my
sauce
gosh, this
is,
looks
right?
incredible.
And I think you do need a little bit more pasta water, Drew. What do you
Oh,
think?
aren't you glad
a
you
little.
saved it,
A
Drew?
little bit, a touch.
Give me a little splash.
That's
Okay.
great.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is the shrimp just the very last thing I put on there?
Yes.
I like this big old skillet
Yeah.
too. It's fun. Makes me feel like a real chef.
Savannah, you're gonna kill the heat,
Okay. Done.
and then you're gonna garnish with your chopped parsley.
Right in the bowl, huh?
Right in there.
And I don't want to go crazy, right? Just a little like that.
Just a little for color, and then
Okay.
you can give it a toss again.
It's
with,
the
Oh
shrimp
gosh,
is
this looks so good.
perfect.
Wow.
Like it's ridiculous.
And how are we gonna
Perfect.
plate it?
we got a bowl for you.
Okay.
Now, this
Okay.
part-
This is gonna be a little tricky.
Because
This thing weighs 6 billion pounds. Ow, watch out, watch out. Okay, look, I think we did pretty good.
Oh, I think we did perfect. Look at it.
and then you
By
can
the way,
go.
I feel like you should Lion King that now. The ball.
Wow.
And then you can serve it with a little bit more fresh parsley, chili
Okay.
flake,
Little
lemon.
garnish.
Love
as
it.
you
Garnish it up.
wish. Just a little bit. Yeah.
We chopped those. Let's go.
Yeah.
Guys,
Shall we?
let's chow down. Let's do it. Ladies.
Oh yeah.
How
So-
beautiful does this look? I mean, this is our garden party. It's so pretty.
It is really chowy.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
My first duku. I've never had a duku before.
The duca.
Exactly. It's so good.
You really get those spices
You do. It's delish.
in the back of the palate and through the nose, but it's so cold and refreshing.
Also, right? And then you have the pickle that comes through that is just like
I
a little floral.
Listen, I love that pickled rind.
Yeah.
I never knew I could feel that way about a watermelon rind.
I'm really excited that you're
Me
saying
too.
that.
This is
Savannah.
a whole new world for me.
Yeah.
So I want to show you, some people call it a nest. I'm really going to focus on the pasta. If I catch a little
Clear
shrimp
some
in there,
way for you.
I catch a little shrimp in there. So be it.
What are we doing? We're gonna make a little round ball.
Well, you're supposed to make a pasta nest, but this is not working. And then my tongs also won't go all the way to the... God darn it. Here, you know what will really help? Let me try this again. Let me get it with a fork.
Okay.
Because that...
Like a fork.
I feel like this is gonna. Yeah. There you
This
go.
should work much nicer.
Wanna nest
There
me?
you go.
I want to nest you.
Okay. Oh, that's so pretty.
And then you just kind of dip the ladle.
There you go.
Oh my gosh,
And
fancy
then you
pants.
can unfork it.
And then a little bit of shrimp.
You're so classy. Here.
Thank
There.
you. Yeah. Third
All right,
time's
I'm eating.
the
Third,
charm.
third time's a charm. I believe in you, Drew.
Okay.
So,
Let's see.
to
Oh no,
move
you're
it.
nesting.
Oh, there
That's
you
your
go.
best
There we
nest
go.
yet.
There you
see,
go.
third time's the charm.
Oh,
And
that
then-
is beautiful.
That's so pretty.
There you go.
I'm chowing down. I can't wait
Yes,
anymore.
yes.
This is delicious.
You guys cooked that shrimp like perfectly.
The shrimp came out
Real good.
real
right?
money.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I agree.
Money shrimp.
Proud of us.
And that like little pop from the shrimp too, that baking soda like really affects the texture, so it feels like super fresh.
It does. Ladies, I'm so proud of us. We raise a glass
To friendship.
To friendship.
To friendship.
Cheers.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.